Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mike, 44.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Tight dog.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, T. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Jackson now to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
I know you feel that.
Viking 18.
Rabbit. 56. Mike, 56, right there.
Back to throw here.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but now it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
First down, Vikings.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hold the ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 50. Check 50.
Check smash. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
18 rattler.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
You scared? You go tight. You got tight.
They'll try the left side. Teague. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Watch the fly. Watch the fly. Watch the fly. Motion.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 39. With 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
44 is the mic.
Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3.
Warriors 70. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check, check.
Check, 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 check.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
56. Get that quarterback. And all. Dragon 60. 10. Under 10. 10. Check it out, read.
They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the curl. 45.
Now back to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson down. He's got a man, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
45's the mic.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Come on and get it.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
44's the mic. Let's go.
And that is incomplete here.
The pass.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Gain on the play.
They don't want
It's
it,
fourth
fellas.
down.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
All day. 60 Bison.
They'll run on 1st down. T, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
SOS. Cougar 19.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready. Panther 60. What's the run? They're running it. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. 19 tight. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Watch QB drop.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Mike spoke.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. We got this. Check 26.
On the ground, it's Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
First down.
Okay, break. Watching the
Give to Cook out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready? 19 Lions. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 55's my guy. 55. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right, and incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
3-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Check 56. I got him. Mike 56.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
19, Seahawks 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds an open man, Simpson. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
18 Cardinal.
Watch the backer. Watch the backer. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Back to throw again. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer.
44. Mike, 44. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. Fofo's and Mike. Mike. Sharp kill. Hey, it's our house.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
You better be a Buffalo 18. You better be afraid of me.
44. Check. Who that?
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll move the chains. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
56 is the mic. Hey, check. 56, Mike.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. Mike. Check 55, Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
Yeah, and I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Seahawks 16.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch. Check 52.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
44's Mike. Check. He don't know no better.
44. 2nd and 9 now. He's got his man on the crossing route.
The pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Mike Fofo. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. You don't want it? You don't want none of that. Give me it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
70 Timberwolves.
Come on, D.
70 Ranger.
Mike Fofo. Hey, watch the slant.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
94's the Mike. 94's the Mike. It's going to be a long day.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
94's the Mike. 94's the Mike.
They'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
44's the Mike. 44's
Back to throw now on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 2-yard line.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Back now in Seattle, Washington. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, T. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now an option play on 2nd down. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 25, Vikings 19.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. Now increase here as he's past the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And if the Vikings can take care of business on the extra point, they will have the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taken at the 15, a short, now a hit and a loose football. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And the Vikings pick up the football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Minnesota.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch the whip. He's coming. Double up, double up.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
56. Oh, here we go. Oh. 56.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now left side on the swing pass. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Check 25. Panther 11.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And taken at the 46. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's good. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
45. 45. Time to go, night.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And his kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down.
That's caught in inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
And I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive, not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Vikings, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles...